Hi guys, so this is just a quick introduction video on the game mode because I figured I'd make a video because it'd be a little bit easier to get your head wrapped around the game mode because it's quite complex when you look at it, but once you understand it, it's quite easy. But, well, not easy, but it's easier to understand, I should say. But I guess you could set up anything. So, first of all, let me turn the game mode on, that'd probably be a good one to. The first part of the game mode is you spawn in a 1.2.5 world. This is the world I'm in right now, so as you can see 1.2.5 terrain. This is the spawn world, but you can stay here if you want. You can stay here the entire game, but the ore rates are 20%, so 80% are moved, so you're not going to find anything. So you'd be a bad teammate if you stay. Also, if you right click a clock, which you start with a clock, which is basically a time machine, because it's back to the future, of course. If you right click this clock, teleporting, you teleport to the Maze Runner world. Okay, that's a problem. You teleport to the Maze Runner world. I didn't know you could spawn on top of the wall, but that's fine because you can climb on top of the wall, so that's not a problem. Just be careful. Be careful if you spawn on top of the wall. You spawn inside the Maze Runner world. The Maze Runner world has a center chest, which will refill on episode 2. There's nothing in it in episode 1. By episode 2, it will fill with a chest. Let me show you actually. It will fill with items, and this will be replenished every episode until episode 5. Then there's obviously a few buildings, there's farms, there's animals, and then there's obviously the big maze. And there are also chests in the maze. These chests will not replenish though, unlike the one in the middle. So get them while you can. And as you can see, the maze is huge. I don't want to reveal too much of the maze. I do want to show one thing though that is important. When it is night, cave spiders spawn inside of the maze, as you can see. They're all nicknamed the Grievers after the Grievers in the movie. They are proper cave spiders, they'll poison you. There's a lot of them. And they will spawn endlessly. However, time set day, they burn, as you can see. So, just be careful at night, but they do despawn. So, if you come here at night, I would recommend going up these vines to escape them. Another game mode in this game is the Jumanji game mode, but this is activated for all worlds, not just the one. Basically, a random player in the game is asked to roll the dice, and what you do, you just type /roll, and you roll, then you get a random roll. As you can see, number 12 is everyone but my team has given 1 gold ingot. There are 12 rolls in the game, so there's 1 to 12. I'm not going to reveal all 12, I'm just going to show you the one as an example. So everyone, I got the gold. It does work, by the way, I got the gold because I'm not actually on a team in tab, as you can see. So, yeah. Now if you teleport to the next world, it's the Quiet Place world. So you'll remember this world as the PvE intensive one. Basically all you have to remember about this game mode is when you can generate sound basically. So anything that generates sound will attract monsters. And I will show you right now. Monsters have heard you. Then 4 zombies of speed 1 resistance. Hold on, let me butcher them. 4 zombies of speed 1 resistance 1 will spawn and try to kill you. So just be very careful when you're caving, because so basically the stuff that can spawn them is placing anvils, opening chests, using lava or water. Bowing has a 1% chance, so when you're fighting someone in bow, it has a 1% chance for monsters to spawn. Killing a mob has a 15% chance of them to spawn. Like another mob that isn't those creatures. Breaking tools. So breaking tools is, do not break a tool. So if your tool is about to break in this world, make a new one before it breaks, or the monsters will spawn. So be warned, that's how the monsters spawn. They can be quite tricky. So this is the more PvE intensive world. Okay, and if you teleport, the next world is the Purge world, so season 6. And the main thing about this world is, no, there's nothing really in this world, but if you go to certain quadrants, this will be announced on the map by the way, so don't bother remembering this. Here. There are villages, like in the first season. So there's obviously there's even a bridge in this one. So there's 3 villages in 3 different biomes. They all look different, but also they're all modeled the same, but they have different blocks. And these buildings have, I'm not going to show you the loot, but they have the chests, and they have the chests. And also, I'll also note there is a third chest in one of these buildings. I won't reveal which one, but every single village has 2 to 4 of these little houses, and one of them has a chest. Also, do not remove the end stone below the chests. I'm going to say that in the Discord, but just a reminder in the video. So that's basically the game mode for this one. A village for this world. A new village opens every episode. So episode 3 will be the first village, then episode 4 will be the second, then episode 5 will be the third, and that's how that works. So it will refill it will only refill the one time. It won't refill again in the next episode. So one village, one episode, next village, the next episode, and so on. It's like it fills up individually. And the last world you can teleport to, the Jumanji World, is just a jungle. It is a bad jungle for fighting, that's true. But, however, that's because everyone will probably be fighting, because there is a massive cleared out bit of a Mayan temple. See, there's a massive temple. This is the only big thing in the world is this temple. If you go in the temple, there's a chest. This chest will have better loot than the Purge world and the Maze Runner world, because the loot scales up as you go to the next worlds. And yeah, so basically you fight people down there and you fight for this chest. And there's a big wide open area, because I figured thing in jungle would be too annoying. And that's all you need to remember for this world. Apart from the ore rates. The ore rates I'm going to display in the Discord, by the way, because the ore rates are different for every single world. The only ones that you really need to remember is the first world that you spawn in has 20% ore rates, so you want to go to another different world. All the other worlds you can cave in, like quite reasonably, I'd say. Another important part of the game mode is called the disrupt part of the game mode. So if you type, this is on from episode 2, by the way. You can't do this in episode 1. It will tell you in chat though, so you don't have to remember that. You do /disrupt in the player's name, and it will take 1 diamond. So if you don't have diamonds, you can't do it. It is on a 5-minute cooldown. Mine diamonds. Oh, go into survival. Cut. Okay, go now. So as you can see, hold on. And she gets blood diamonds. Thank you. So, basically, the disrupt game mode gives them a special inability based on the world they're in. So since Llama is in the Maze Runner world, she gets blood diamonds for 20 minutes. But if you teleport, let's go. MVTP UC2. So this is the Quiet Place world. If I add up chests, this has a 50% chance usually, but you'll see in a second it will be more than a 50% chance. Open these. Spam. It doubles the chances in the Quiet Place world for this disruption game mode. We TP to the Purge world. This is going to be Claire's favourite part of the game mode. As you can see, if you go here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, craft G apple. And when she crafts this, her coordinates are announced. This only happens in the Purge world though. So if someone's coordinates are announced, that means like this. If they're announced like this, that means they're in the Purge world. So if that means they have paranoia. If it's a paranoia announcement, that means they're in the Purge world. So that's the third world. So the first world, Maze Runner. Second world, Quiet Place. Third, Purge. And the fourth is Jumanji. However, Jumanji is a bit different with rolling. This part's a bit complex. The thing that you need to remember is, if you're in a Jumanji world and get disrupted, you're forced to roll. So the Jumanji game when you're forced to roll, you get random roll. And then